NorthenLion clips. I am someone who's never watched NorthenLion. I have seen maybe 2 clips on Twitter, and it's time that I see an introduction to this mysterious bald man of whom all I know is that he plays the daily games.
Ever eat at California Pizza Kitchen. So I don't know. Should they be developing the AI? I order you to log off right now. Just get a life.
Base NorthenLion clips.
Every day that it doesn't rain, which was like the whole summer, I take the baby for like a 90-minute walk. Usually get some groceries, you know, get some like fresh fruit and stuff like that, get some sun. And that's instrumental in me not ending up on live stream fails every single
That's so true. Wait, he's so real. He's so real. Oh my god, bro. It's so true. As a streamer, you really do need to have a life outside of streaming. And I'm saying this as someone who doesn't. But those few times where I do, like going on holiday, it helps reset my brain so good. Otherwise, you genuinely... you end up on live. I mean, the likes of me wouldn't end up on live tutorials just because I'm small, but I've definitely done some things that if I was a big streamer would have ended up me there very fast.
Day for telling like some 12-year-old in my chat to like eat shit.
Wait, no, it's so true. It's so true, bro. It's so true. You don't get it, bro. As a streamer, sometimes it's hard to tell people to eat shit.
If it weren't for that walk, that would be like, it would be like, oh, another day, another instance of NL cyberbullying. MFs will really be like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to use your pronouns. It's just too much to remember. By the way, can I have a foot-long cold cut combo on Italian herbs and cheese with lettuce, spinach, tomatoes, red onions, cucumbers, pickles, black olives, hot peppers, and just 1 line of mayo, please? Okay.
He's just like a down-to-earth real guy, you know, but a streamer. I think that's the appeal. Like, he's just like, you know how sometimes you think, oh... like, you say something, it's like, how would a bus driver react to what I just said? Like, a normie. He's like that. He's like just the voice of reason of normal reaction to things that people overreact to online sometimes.
This is... honestly, like, okay, you're going to make me seem like a baby here, okay? You'll achieve all your goals, but sometimes you'll feel sad at parties. That's called being a success.
Yeah. Wait, what the hell? Why would you not press this button? That's crazy. That's actually absurd. Why would you not press it?
Sag. I achieved everything I wanted in life. But sometimes I get melancholy at parties.
And also, yeah, it's not every time. It's just sometimes.
Get over you, baby. People got real problems. Push the button.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. You don't even need a loophole there. You're a success. You achieved all of your goals. But sometimes I get a little sad. I got a promotion at work, but it didn't make me happy literally every second of every day. I think that to get your learner's permit, they make the drive...
What the hell is Sporkle? I'm not playing Sporkle. Bro, I'm sorry. I'm not playing Sporkle. You guys made me hop on Scrandle. I'm not playing Sporkle.
Written test too hard. They should make the driving test harder. And the written test, nobody, you get on the road. I've been driving for like, I don't know, 18 years at this point. I don't know what at least 50% of the signs mean.
Saruk.
You don't need to know what it is in order to get
practical application, man.
Yourself around from point A to point B. No, but I mean, like, so to pass your written test in Ontario, at least, you need to get like 36 out of 40 questions right. And some of them are like, there's a child in the road. What should you do? Hit the gas or hit the brake? But then some of them are like, look at this sign, and it's like a triangle with like a red border, and then there's like a squiggle inside of it, and you're like, what does this mean? And it's like, is that yield? Is that falling rocks? Is that deer crossing? Or is this, there may be a hidden intersection so cars could approach you from the right at 35 degrees? You don't need to know that. Just don't hit other people or things with your car.
True.
If the Canucks were playing in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals, and my wife had appendicitis, and I had to do a round-trip drive to the hospital, and pick between that or the game, I would go to the hospital because I'm not a fucking idiot, and it's just sports. In some ways,
it's crazy that there is people where that really happen. Like, there's been so many cases where it's like, oh, husband watching football as wife gives birth. You can watch the replay after, man. I feel like it's making me feel like refreshed in a normal human way. You know, it's like, see, not everyone is an online degenerate that's chronically on their phone. Project Shooter!
George R. R. Martin and I work in the same industry, and I would say that definitely the more you do, the more people complain. Like, when I'm working really hard, people complain to me constantly. I did like...
It's true. It's true. That's what I was dealing with at the store I was working at, because I was just doing everything. But then if you don't do anything, they're just like, well, it can't be helped. This person's useless. I'm just not going to tell them anything.
Almost no work this weekend as I tried to recuperate a little bit. You know what the big controversy was on my subreddit? Somebody called ContraPoints a bad YouTuber. First off, imagine it being like a Sunday on a long weekend, and that's how you choose to spend your time to begin with, is getting involved with this argument. I was just blessed that I had like some form of gastroenteritis where I literally could not will myself to care. It's a different YouTubers subreddit. Somebody posted like, NL so based, he follows ContraPoints because we played Among Us together in an event like 3 years ago. It kicks off a huge argument. Like, I mean, forgive me for saying like the classic, third grade playgrounds comeback, but like, just get a life.
This is like, bro, this is like when you follow someone on Twitter and someone will be like, oh my god, you follow this person on Twitter? Oh my god, I already follow this person. I didn't know this person did blah, 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 blah. Like, bro, a lot of times you just follow on Twitter like for random reasons. Like, you'll see one post that you like or something. You know, following someone on Twitter doesn't mean you agree with everything they've ever said in their life, dude.
Come on, you gotta have more important shit going on than that. That's not worth your time. You got such a limited amount of time on planet Earth.
Flex, excuse me for asking this, but are you just always confused? I can't help but notice, and it's so funny to me, every single video we watch, there is not a single thing we watch or play where you do not come in chat and be like, oh my god, I'm so confused. I have no idea what's going on. I lost myself. I have no idea what's happening. Bro, sometimes you can just like pick up on what's going on from the context clues. You don't need someone to spell it out for you every single time. I feel like you're always confused. And I feel so bad because I can't just stop and always explain, hey, so we're watching a video of a streamer. I feel like you should be able to pick up on that by watching the stream. You should be able to see, what's Pipi doing? She's watching something. What is she watching? There's a bold man speaking on stream with random games. What could this mean? Could she be watching a streamer? I feel like you can pick up on that, man. I feel like I don't have to explain. That is NorthenLion, the streamer, talking about random topic. I just keep noticing, man. I just keep noticing it. It makes me laugh. It makes me laugh so hard.
Go like spend it with people you care about. It's just such like such a strange place to be. This is a planned channel points economy. It is not a free market.
I feel like he plays the same amount of weird games as Germa does.
I know there's some streamers out there. Hey, if you redeem 100,000 channel points, I'll fart in the mic and tell you I love you. That's not me. I'll do it for free.
What?
Because I respect you.
Okay, can I get it? Oh my god, fucking 50,000 channel point redeem. Ara. There you go. Hope you like that. Hope you enjoyed that thoroughly.
Like East Coast temperatures is not gonna get that cold. Like I think the coldest is gonna get is like -11 Celsius or something like that. But it's the same thing. You always gotta say it. Like if it doesn't get to that temperature, then like you don't even know what the hell is like when it gets to that temperature here.
What?
That's all I'm saying.
What?
Like we're getting minus 11 is nothing for the East Coast. So true, so true. Hey, oh my God, was anybody at the 1.8 Richter scale earthquake in Garden City, New Jersey? Holy shit, the glass of water.
Wait, no, I'm confused. No, I'm confused.
My desk went like, I thought I was gonna die. It was insane. Oh my God, but people in the rest of the world are such babies about
That's remaining earthquakes, man. I caught like 2 of them.
weather events. Holy shit. Oh my God. I was like, whoa, I thought I felt something. And then I checked the news and I did feel something. It's like, I wasn't actually like physically jostled, but I was like, oh, my equilibrium's kind of like a little, what the fuck? I survived an earthquake? Oh my God. Shut the frick up. Pay out the believers.
Thoughts on the Mario movie trailer? I think the world is a little too full of thoughts for the Mario movie trailer right now. I think we need to relax on our thoughts for the Mario movie trailer. You know what? No, I've decided I am going to give you my hot take. My hot take is that Chris Pratt's voice is not very good. But my second hot take is that a 2-hour-long movie where the main character goes, wahoo, yippee, okie dokie, oh, a magic mushroom, would be like...
You would get a bit tiresome, but I still think Chris Pratt was in the right choice. I think you could have made him at least a little bit Italian. Like, at least a little bit, bro. At least, like, a little bit. I know he's trying to do a Brooklyn accent, but the keyword is trying, you know? Just a little bit, man.
Insanely irritating. It is just, I mean, look, I get it. It's Mario. Like,
Yeah, they just needed a real voice actor.
It appeals to people that are like my age and older and also kids. But it is very funny to me to hear so much like discourse from people who have actual like master's degrees on an Illumination Studios movie. People would be like, I would never go see a Despicable Me or Minions movie in theater.
What the hell is this game? Sorry, I'm getting distracted by this game.
Eroding the public consciousness and intelligence of America. Mario movie? Okay, here's tweet 1 of 40.
I mean, I know I told the story before, but to get my associate's degree, I had to take a course on project management, but it was way less on project management and way more like without
Jesus
like,
Christ, degrees? You lost
look,
me.
programming has come a long way. It's not just for the, you know, the super nerds, I'm sorry to say it. Like, there's like cool programmers now, right?
I don't know about that one.
There's normal programmers. There's insane programmers. They run the gamut. But definitely there were still students like in my class where like you realize that the whole point of the class was like how to talk with non-programmers without getting fucking fired.
Dude, I noticed the memes of programmers versus artists, bro, and the superiority complexes and the snobism, bro. That's so funny. Literal HR training, dude. Yes, that's so true. That's a programmer in my chat, by the way.
Every time you have a meeting. Because people would say like just shit that was like ignorant to the real world. It would be like, if you ever have a disagreement with somebody who works in sales, how would you approach that? And then people would legitimately be like, well, I would mention that I wrote the code, so like their opinion is secondary to mine.
Bro.
In this situation. And you're like, brother, you can't.
Bro.
You can think it.
You can't say that. Yes.
But you can't be saying that. Like, you gotta be like, well, that's true. If I thought about it, that's one way to think about it. But personally, I think another avenue we could take is this. You gotta lie, basically.
Yeah, you gotta bullshit. Do people not know this? Am I too autistic and used to masking that? To me, this is just like a normal part of life where you're not allowed to say your true thoughts. You just have to like pretend. You know, it's just part of life. Is there anyone that doesn't live their life that way?
You can't just tell the truth all the time. You're gonna get in trouble. It makes you think who the real weirdo is. No, it doesn't, because the salespeople are lying to you every day as well if you're talking to them like that. They're like, oh, how was your weekend? I hope you had a great time. In their head, they're like, I hate this fucker.
Yeah, he's a fucking weird nerd.
Didn't work here. He's so weird. Everybody lies to everybody. That's like the
fabric of society. That's just how it works.
spirit of life.
That's very neurotypical of you. The fact that I learned to lie to not be pointed out because I genuinely like for survival, brother. It's literally called masking. It is a term. It literally has a term for it. It's called masking, and it's a big part of being autistic. The fuck you mean, man?
You think you're the only one who's stopping yourself from telling the truth? Everybody is stopping themselves from telling the truth to everybody about a variety of things on a daily basis. That's not even cynical. I'm a believer that the lies is good.
I mean, it's necessary a little bit. I'm surprised there are people who don't do this. I think there's a genre of autistic people that just like to be jerks, and they use it as an excuse where they're like, well, you suck. Sorry, I'm just there. What's his name? The guy from Big Bang Theory. Literally Bazinga guy. Like, there is people that act like Bazinga guy from Big Bang Theory and they're like, I'm just too honest. I can't bear to lie. Well, in reality, they understand damn well that what they're saying is, like, perceived as rude. Like, there are people that actually don't understand. Because I have genuine moments where I say something that might be perceived as rude and I don't realize. And then the person gets mad at me. But my reaction in that moment is not like, oh my God, you just can't take that honest. It's, like, genuine confusion. Like, I'm like, what? Excuse me, sorry. I like... You know, like, that's the difference. When you actually are trying not to be rude, your answer to being called out isn't going to be like, oh my God, I'm sorry. I just can't help being honest. Your reaction is going to be more like, well, sorry, like, genuine confusion because you actually didn't, you know? You actually couldn't tell. You mean the adult young Sheldon? Yes, I do. The adult young Sheldon. I think, you know, sometimes you learn very early on that there is big consequences to not, like, you know, masking. So you try a lot, but then it's still kind of obvious that you're not like the other people. You just feel weird, and in social situations, you really try to, like, act how you think a social person would, but at the same time, people can always tell that you're not that, so they do treat you a bit different. Dude, am I getting too deep in this? Let's just watch the video. God damn it.
If you told the truth, if everybody told the truth 100% of the time, the world would be fucked up, man.
Yeah.
There would be fights 24/7 about the dumbest shit of all time. That's why they have the expression, it's not worth it. Because, like, the vast majority of
Dude, I had to learn it's not worth it the hard way with Twitch streaming. Sometimes someone writes some shit in my chat and I have to tell myself, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth to respond to this. It's not worth to argue over this with one guy. Not worth it. What's up, Troglum? And ever since I started ignoring the people who try to rage bait me, they've disappeared. Like, after getting ignored like once or two times, after saying mean stuff, they've stopped. You know, so the chat has also become a better place.
Life that you deal with at least on a daily basis, maybe not on Twitter, but on a daily basis, are not worth disagreeing about. You know, somebody says, like, I like this movie, you just go, yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Maybe you're like, it's the worst movie I've ever seen in my life, but you don't want to, like, you know, why damage your relationship and start even just a fun confrontation for nothing. That's why you only tell the truth to your friends, and it's considered banter. This is the perfect.
Yeah. Wait, yeah, that's true. Exactly. You tell the truth to your friends. Because, like, to a friend, I would tell, like, that movie fucking sucks, bro. Is it not like, yes, he's currently being covered by me, but he keeps moving around on the screen, so it's really hard to not cover him sometimes.
Encapsulation of liberalism. You are too fucking online. I order you to log off right now.
Log off!
You have used up 24 hours of internet in the last 30 seconds. You gotta go. I'm sorry. It's for your own good. It's for my good too, but it's for your own good. Not every conversation needs to loop back around to, like, here's why Bernie should have beat Hillary, okay? I don't even live in your damn country. You can
bro, that is so real. There are so many Americans that are so chronically online about their politics. I think everybody in the world is talking about it. And I have some people in my chat coming to me and, like, being like, send me this. I'm like, brother, I am Romanian. Dude, I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, I don't even know what you're referencing.
The main hero in any video game you choose, but you can never leave that game. Feel like, as always, this
locking in Wordle.
This is a very classic question in Would You Rather, which is like, life in the suburban Midwest is no fun.
Necopara? Oh, pero a mí ya no me separa.
Would you be in an anime if everybody in that anime loved you forever? I would, honestly, I'm content with my real life right now. I will not push the button. But who else thought does Sword Art Online count?
Tetris!
I think everybody's been saying it. 55% of people said push the button. Absolutely. The disconnect between you and your audience is concerning. I know, that's why I keep telling people to go the fuck outside. Motherfuckers will be like, you know...
It's crazy when the streamer tells you to be less chronically online. But I guess the people who watch the streamers are Twitch viewers, so it makes sense.
Oh, you don't know everything that's wrong with like this restaurant chain that's been defunct since the 80s? I would never eat at California Pizza Kitchen. The CEO is an anti-Semite. And I'm like, what's the weather today? And they're like, I don't know. I haven't looked out my window yet. You got to get your priorities in line, man. Parasite's definitely higher. Joker, we don't need to talk about it, but it's 0.1 lower than Parasite? You gotta make Todd Phillips work a little harder for his salary. It's 0.1 off of Parasite.
Now, see, this is where I am chronically just not in. I don't watch movies. But I did, funnily enough, watch both Parasite and Joker.
The 8 point, and it's a full 1.0 above Uncut Gems. Really? Okay, this is tough.
If you develop your AI further, many will lose their jobs. Taxi drivers, delivery men and women, and couriers will become extinct within a few years, but you will make a lot of money. Do you? Development.
Here's the thing. This is like, I need more time. People are always talking about like how much better society is getting over time. I think that's true. You know, I would rather live in 2022 than like the 1300s. But at the same time, if my life...
Thank you for the subs, you Killary T.
Slay one rave.
Thank you. So I just realized it's not 0 calorie, it's 0 calorie. Don't you have a type with your name, or is it on purpose? 0 calorie T.
In 2022, got fucked up really bad and ruined, so that somebody in 2400 could have a better life but not appreciate it. I kind of say fuck that. I'm kind of like, I want to have the best life possible.
What is happening
which
to the
probably
screen?
means that I would rather be employed. Okay, well, you know what? You're hitting me with some Doki Doki right here.
Wait, the Doki Doki reference.
But I kind of stand by that to some extent, right? Like, I don't believe in the idea that, like, some people that don't know that much about history are, like, people actually have, like, a worse quality of life now than they did when they were, like, medieval peasants. Because when they were medieval peasants, like, there was only 4 seasons where they did farm work, and then the rest of the time they were like enjoying life and having like, you know, religious observances and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah. And to wash like a single pair of underwear that you sewed yourself across like, you know, 200 hours to get a pair of breeches, you got to walk down to the river and like bash it with a stick and like hit it with rocks and stuff like that. And we just toss it in the Maytag and it's good in like 45 minutes, right? But that being said...
Special vamp! Is that me? Please. Is that me? It gotta be me. It gotta be me. Can't be anyone else who's a special vamp. Come on. It's like, vampire time.
As a society, we've increased our production so much, even especially like within the last 21st century, right? Or the 20th century, I should say, because the 21st is still going. But it's like, has that actually raised what people would describe as their own quality of life? And if not, is that a problem with the way that the yield is being organized, or is it a problem with mankind's actual like brain that's like, we can't appreciate something because we get used to new quality so fast? We need so many less farmers to produce the same quantity.
I mean, it's hard to put that into perspective, right? Because most people who get these new qualities were born into them. So these people have not, like, you can say that we as a species have experienced it, but we as individuals, I have not experienced how it's like to wash clothes by hand, Therefore, I definitely take for granted the fact that I have a washing machine. I think that's only natural to people that were born into this. I think the only people that truly can appreciate it is the people that witnessed those advancements, like old people, you know, like they went through it. And they're like, well, I remember. And those people seem to be a lot more grateful for these things. Or the opposite. Some of them are like, no, because now I can't. No, because I used to work so much harder. And now you have it so easy. So it's either grateful or resentful because you didn't have it. But, yeah.
Of food due to innovations in pesticides and agriculture, organic farming techniques. Easier to get it to grocery stores via better distribution channels. There's less spoilage on the way, blah, blah, blah. But like people are still hungry. How does that happen? And why am I still paying $3 for an avocado? It doesn't make any sense to me. So I don't know. Should they be developing the AI that's going to make society better, but the benefit is largely centered and concentrated in a disproportionate amount of the population, whereas everybody else pays the price for it overall? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. All I know is whenever anybody that's like 25 years old complains about the world.
I'm 25.
They get 55-year-old boomers with Oakley sunglasses and their profile photo is like selfies in their truck that are like, all of your concerns about the world are invalid because I grew up with a rock and a stick and you grew up with a cell phone. Who gives a shit, man?
Wait, I see his point now.
It's just a phone. Get over it. It's not that big of a deal. Opinion invalidated because you got your first phone when you were 16 and I didn't get a phone until I was 35.
Yeah, this is what I was just saying.
They don't want phones, man. They want like a house.
That was a bot for sure.
Or
right?
6
when they're
feet
standing in the middle of the
under.
road. When they're standing in the middle of the road, moving slowly, they're bots, right?
If you shoot at them and they stop moving, usually that's going to be a bot.
Right.
Or alternatively, it might be a Reddit moderator. Just kidding. We love the mods here. We love the mods here. Crazy how we have so many viewers even when the Overwatch 2 drop is going on. I am a little mad at you guys, just so you know, because like for like 5 years, we've all been like Overwatch lull, Overwatch lull, 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 dead game, lull, lull. Now Overwatch 2 is out, or it's in beta. People are like, who up watching their Overwatch 2? You gonna play some Overwatch 2 this week? I already played Overwatch 2. It's called Overwatch. One. I played it in 2017 when it came out. I named it my game of the year because I had a great time playing it until people got really good at it.
Dude.
It's a classic genre of would you rather question. You could live anywhere in the world you want, but your hometown would be destroyed. Okay, so I could get...
I don't know. I don't know any relatives who still live in my hometown. But I feel like I could live anywhere in the world I want, regardless, without nuking a small town, right? Like, you know, like, I feel like most places in the world right now are cheaper than the UK. So money would not be an issue, I guess, just for the moving costs. But after I get that done, like, in terms of living costs, it can't get much higher than this, okay? So, you know, like, Switzerland or Sweden will be cheaper than the UK right now. So, I don't know if I want to just nuke a town.
A plane ticket, but...
Learning the language, that's the most fun part!
150,000 people would be wiped out and, at the very least, economically devastated as they lost their homes and their history. I would choose not to hit the button. But you could live in Paris. You could live in... If you push the button, though, you could live in Tokyo. You could live in Tokyo, man. I will...
But also, it just says you could live. But, like, it doesn't specify that you could afford living there. So, like, what? You press the button and you were in Tokyo or in New York and then you don't have the money. You don't make the money for rent. You're just living there. On the streets. On the streets, you're living there, but you're living there.
Not push the button. Okay.
But as I say, you can live there right now. Just take a plane ticket, get there, and then boom. Boom, man. All you have to pay for is the plane ticket.
49% of people push the button. That's scary. There's so many edgelords. The top comment here says no downside.
Oh my
somebody
god.
was
Oh
mean
my
to me in high
wow.
school.
Wow, I got bullied in high school.
I hope like thousands of people will get wiped out so that I can live, in a place where I can wear yukata. Okay, weirdo. That comment is from over a decade ago. Joe, I hope you've gotten your head straight, okay? This is probably insulting to Jeep owners, so I apologize. Here's everything I know about Jeep owners. When you see other Jeep owners, you go like this. And your headlights are way too fucking bright, but you don't notice because you're doing this all day. You're always looking, instead of looking at the headlights of the other Jeeps, you're going like this all day. You're looking in the driver's seat instead.
All I know about Jeep drivers is that they run over small children because the hood of their car is too high to see them, So they run them over. That's what I know about Jeep drivers.
Anyway, I thought Jeeps were British for some reason. I don't know why. I did see, I don't even want to talk about it, but I was so flabbergasted that I sent a screenshot of the tweet to Corey. When the image was like, I just got this Japanese A5 Wagyu steak. How should I cook it? And then Jordan Peterson replied, first freeze it, then air fry it at 450 degrees.
Oh no, wait, I remember that tweet. Wait, I remember the Wagyu gate. No.
Drain off all the fat,
dude,
and then add plenty of water and salt for the au jus. I was like, what are you? This dude's taking like a $300 steak and cooking it in the fucking air fryer. What are you talking about? It's like, if you're a steak guy, you need to at least have the good sense to be like, I don't mean a guy that likes steak. You know what I mean. The kind that's like, they'll never take my gas stove. Yeah, come and get my gas stove. I dare the government to try to take, like, if you're one of those guys, you've at least gotta know how to cook your steak well. You can't be like a pretend steak guy.
Why are they taking the gas stoves away? What?
Crazy. I just couldn't believe it. Like, wasn't this guy on like an all beef diet? He's air frying his steaks. It's just not like everybody knows if you got the devices.
That's the real conspiracy people believe in. Wait, the house I rent in has an electric stove. They took my gas stove away! Bro, they took my gas stove away.
You sous vide them and then you reverse sear them and maybe you finish them in the oven or something like that. You don't throw an A5 piece of beef into the air fryer. It's just crazy. I mean, the air fryer at the end of the day is just like an oven. It's not as bad as like microwaving a piece of meat to completion, but it is just, it's sort of like I'm flabbergasted, I guess.
I just feel like you shouldn't put a beef in the oven. You should put it on the grill, no?
I thought all steak guys would just say the same thing. They would be like, oh yeah, you gotta reverse sear it.
There's no way he wins with his team. He only has one rabbit left. He's gonna die.
Cook it really hot in a cast iron on the gas stove. I mean, I did see a bunch of people in the comments that were like, wrong, dude. The only way to cook this, first I would chop down a tree in my acreage, preferably hickory, and then I would build my own fire and I would cook the steak over that. That's the only way to do it. And I'm like,
I love snobs,
back, brother. No matter how many hickory campfires you make for your Japanese A5 Wagyu steak, she's not. I'm sorry, but we gotta. That's the starting point for our conversation, and then we're gonna work through it together. Okay? I like the culture on both Twitch and YouTube. I've seen the kind of stuff you guys like.
I don't like the culture on YouTube chat that much. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. The YouTube chat sometimes just does not know how to behave. Okay, like they, what the fuck is the culture on YouTube? Like the Twitch, like the chat culture is mostly just people tweeting it like it's comment. Like a lot of viewers on YouTube don't really understand what the live chat means, so they just like either spam or just like. To really like is the comment section. So just write matter-of-fact sentences rather than actually like engaging with the stream.
Retweet? He said piss? Ooh, I'm offended. No, you're not. I've seen the kind of horned up Yoshi like twerking on Bowser's phallus kind of stuff that you guys tweet all the time. Hey, this person with a really interesting avatar just clicked the like button on my tweet. Let's see what they're up to. Oh, programming student at University of Connecticut, huh? Tweet number 2, just Yoshi, for some reason with a gaping aperture getting filled by like Birdo or something like that.
What?
And I'm like, bro, this is... Put that stuff on your LinkedIn, man. Twitter's for business. So here's the deal. I may answer your question, thoughts on gambling, but before I answer your question, thoughts on gambling, that you've typed in chat, I don't know, maybe 17 times in the last 2 minutes, I need to know why you're so interested in my thoughts on gambling, and if it's because of the fact that Asmongold tweeted something about how gambling streams shouldn't be enabled on Twitch, and thus is part of the ongoing circle of Twitch drama, where people don't actually watch streams for entertainment, but exclusively watch to hear what like other people are saying about other people, then I neglect to answer your question and encourage you to get a real hobby.
What the hell? He clocked their tea.
I mean, this is just a minor little conflict, man. This is not that big of a. It's not that big of a deal. Let's go see what the most.
Dude, I'm glad that like this. What I'm gonna say is gonna sound crazy, but compared to the IRL streamer scheme, I feel like the VTuber scheme really does not have. I don't want to say it doesn't have drama, but doesn't have the same level of like every drama must be addressed by everyone. Like in the VTuber scheme, most viewers respect and like they don't go to like other streamers but like, hey, have you heard about this person? What's your opinion on this person? There's still a couple of people that do it, but I feel like it's a lot less prevalent than with IRL streamers, where every single time another IRL streamer does something, like Flesh streamer, they'll all be like, hey, most critical, what do you think about this thing? Hey, Ludwig, what do you think about this thing? Like everybody has to think about the thing all the time. I feel like with VTubers, there can be dramas that I like. Whenever I talk about a VTuber drama, I choose to. Like no one's ever asking me to. If anything, sometimes I'll talk about a situation and people will be like, "Oh my gosh, shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! We don't want to hear about this. We don't want to hear about this."
Sane people on the internet think about it. I personally am predicting that there will be some kind of a comment from someone that's about 16 years old that will be like, if she's like this about a blender, imagine what she's going to be like when you have children. Do you really want that in your future? Someone who doesn't respect you at all? Everybody sucks here. Hope you realize the fight's much bigger than just about the blender. She feels like she doesn't have any power. I suggest you find a good marriage counselor and do not have kids until you figure out if you can resolve this. Okay.
Clocked!
Look.
Clocked their tea. 6.8k upvotes.
That's not quite the exact comment.
ChatGPT answered, no, the opposite. This was written with love from a neurodivergent teenager that just really wanted to express how deep that conversation about the blender was.
But if you've ever had a spat with your spouse over something as small as a blender, do not have kids. I recently got Dose 1. Does Dose 2 hit harder? I would describe it as a mild reaction to Dose 1, where I felt like a little simulated sickness. For Dose 2, I had shivers for like an hour, and then I was like back on top. Did you get the battle pass so you can get Dose 3 for free? Man, honestly, like it sucks if you gotta get boosters, but I'm also like, just dose me up, man. I don't care. The only thing if you gotta give me a booster, I know this is not how microbiology works, but like, what if you just gave me like?
I didn't even know what I was talking about. It's just I got distracted by the gameplay. I really got distracted by the gameplay. Hi, Kaiser. Hello.
10 shots in a single day. Like, what if I could just stack them up? I did see someone say, "Are you still gonna mask in public?" And I think like my honest answer, and this is not just me trying to be based, but I'm like, it's so easy that I'm like, why not? You know?
Is this about COVID? Oh my god, these clips are old. Wait, let me see how old this video is. 3 years ago. Okay.
Do my part for the...
That's crazy. I forgot about that thing.
Under 16s that can't get vaccinated, like immunocompromised people that can't get the vaccine, like... It's literally like, it's so easy that I don't see why not. But I will also say I'm sick of all this rhetoric, okay? That's like, oh, please protect the 16-year-old and unders because they can't get the vaccine. You know, if your mom is vaccinated, then you pass on some immunity to your kids via breast milk. So instead of
Okay, bro. Okay, bro, that's crazy.
complaining, why don't you just get to nursing?
Bro, instead of complaining, why don't you just get to nursing is crazy.
It's nature's T cells just sitting there waiting for you. But I'm telling you, the critics, they put the consumer, I lost a lot of faith in gamers. When anytime a game comes out and it's a new concept.
How many hours does he have in Slay the Spire?
And it's a little complicated, like Evolve was, you know, 5v1. People are like, I don't really get it. New Left 4 Dead. Pog! Left 4 Dead 3! Pog! Magical Wizard Wars? You're telling me I gotta pay attention to the game while I game? No thanks. No thanks. They're remaking Skyward Sword! They're remaking Skyward Sword! Yes! The game I've already played, I can play it again!
You know what? You can just play it again. You can just play it again, bro. Gaming in 2026. So true, bro. True.
Maybe. And honestly, this is, for me, this is like a don't care, didn't ask. You're not the asshole. Plus, your husband sounds fucking weird. Your husband sounds like he needs to have a pacifier in his mouth to climax during intercourse.
Whoa!
Don't care, didn't ask. You own the restaurant. Congratulations. Plus, your husband's a weirdo. You will become the richest and most attractive person in the world, but you will receive paper cuts between each of your toes each morning when you wake up. No loopholes. Okay, let me.
I feel like I could grow desensitized to it. Bro, I'm sorry. Richest and most attractive is a lot. Okay? Okay? Because, like, having only most attractive would actually not be that good. Because, like, being the most attractive person in the world, you would. I feel like that's dangerous. But if you're both the richest and most attractive, you can hire bodyguards. You can hire bodyguards, you're untouchable. So, yeah.
So, most attractive person in the world, you know, if I was like 17, that'd move the needle for me. Richest person in the world, you could do a lot of good. I mean, you know, you could glorify yourself as well. But think of it, every morning you get 8 paper cuts. They're probably going to hurt like a son of a gun. Eventually, they're going to be so calloused. You're going to be like John Turturro in Mr. Deeds, you know? Like your foot is just going to be immune to all pain.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think I'd grow immune to it.
To be the richest person in the world, you could accomplish amazing, selfless things. You just to take 8 paper cuts. Doesn't seem that.
Like, I feel like there's this theory, right, where the fact that the reason why the richest people don't, like, do good with their money is because in order to get that rich, they have to be bad people, which kind of makes sense. But, like, if you're someone who just gets rich through this, to the paper cut, like, bro, if I became the richest person in the world, the next day I would no longer be the richest person in the world. I just don't see a point to needing to just amass as much money as possible. 1 milli and I'm chilling. 1 milli and I'm chilling for the rest of my life. I do not need 500 billion, a trillion. Straight up. So I think it's true. I think it's true that you have to be a very ruthless person to become a billionaire, which is why it makes sense that they do nothing but just sit on the money.
It doesn't seem that bad. I would press the button. 52% said yes. It says no loopholes, and then the top comment says wake up in the afternoon instead. I found a loophole. Dormammu, I've come to bargain. This game's supposed to illuminate your principles, okay? Not your ability to ask, you know, rhetorical questions. Get yourself out of a Harry Houdini-style conversational straitjacket, you weirdo. Just answer the question, Poindexter. My impression of a League of Legends streamer... Come on, rotate! That's my impression.
That's
of a League
so
of Legends
true.
streamer. So they only say 4 words of dialogue per stream, but they do a lot of mumbling along to DMCA music. Facebook changes company name to Meta. Just shut the fuck up, dude. Just shut up.
Meta mis huevos en tu boca.
Come on, man. Even like, I mean, I've been enjoying all the collaborative stuff, but I've said no to a couple things this week just because I'm like, dude, I need some time, like, especially with the limited streaming time I have on like a weekly basis now because I'm, you know, being a good dad. It's like, I
That's
gotta take some me
crazy. Bro has a childoid. Bro has a choid.
time as well. Like my brand is
Bro birthed a choid from his balls.
like, I want to rant. I want to go on like a 90-minute
Dad
long
cell.
discussion about like
Bro's
why do
dad
so many people
build.
say mint chocolate tastes like toothpaste? What kind of toothpaste are you guys using? But then like, you know, everything that comes into that from a collaborative.
He has a VTuber wife? No way. No way NorthenLion's wife is a VTuber. Nah. Pass the tea. Who is it? Pass the tea. Wait, whoa, that's crazy. That gives him insane street cred. Dude.
Standpoint comes out as something else. I'm feeling a little solo drained right now. So I you know, I don't mean to be rude about it, but it's on my mind for sure. Is especially because yesterday, like literally the event went totally fine, but like in the it went like as well as it could have gone basically, but the discourse like on the subreddit was like 90% like, hey NL, you did a great job. By the way, I hated like literally everybody else that was a part of it, which is really exhausting to deal with, and other content creators like also see that and then think that we have like the crappiest community on the planet. But I think we need to rethink like the rules of the
Yeah, it's crazy how different his viewers are
Reddit,
from
like,
him.
yet again. I think we need to make another rule that's just like, if you shit talk other streamers on the subreddit, like you're just straight up banned. Like, because then like it's now all the discuss. It's the same thing with what happened in the last segment as well. Like all the discussion is no longer like it's under the guise of being about the content, but it's actually not. It's just like people who are, you know, begging for the location through text of like a single piece of drama. That's a good. We could also do that. For example, like if you can post a photo of you within the last 72 hours of touching grass, then you can get out of your 3-day ban.
I touch grass every morning. I go to Lidl and I buy stuff, but I don't know if it counts. Does it count as touching grass tomorrow? I'm gonna try to go to the gym. My first gym bag.
I'm just like reading some of the comments, and it was like, I want to say it was mostly positive. I'm not sure that's like 100% true, but I'm like, you really wrote an essay complaining about like the most, and I get it, it's consequential to you, but like that's why you have to touch grass. It is honestly like out of self-interest that I tell you, like, or not even, it's selflessness interest. Like the fact that this little trivia show generated like an essay that you wrote is all the evidence you need to get you committed to like an outdoor summer camp or something like that where they force you to go for a swim.
Damn.
I think it would solve a lot of problems.
Damn, bro. Yeah, bro. Goes to show sometimes you need to be a bit more grounded.